These are 10 forgotten one-hit R&B wonders from 1967 that still stir the soul. But not every voice stuck around. Some had just one shot, and what a shot it was. Number 10, That's Enough by Rosco Robinson, the gospel roots of R&B defiance. Released on Wand Records, Rosco Robinson brought his gospel-soaked voice to secular ears with a fire that couldn't be denied. Already seasoned in the gospel circuit, he slid into R&B with That's Enough, a track pulsing with spiritual urgency and street-smart rhythm. The song climbed to number 7 on the R&B charts, powered by Robinson's preacher-like delivery and a stomp clap beat that sounded straight out of a tent revival. You can almost hear the congregation in the background, fanning themselves on a hot Sunday morning, hands clapping in time. Despite the song's success, Robinson never cracked the top 40 again, returning to gospel shortly after. Still, this single remains a defiant anthem of self-worth, sampled and covered by crate diggers and soul purists ever since. And if this one lit the flame, wait until you feel the slow burn of our next pick. Number 9, My Heart Cries by Dorene Allen, a tear-soaked torch song lost in time. You can. It was known about Dorene Allen. Even in 1967, she was a mystery. But when My Heart Cries,
shining overhead, it seems.
Released on the Tiny Desk Records label, this ballad barely made national noise. But in Midwest jukeboxes and Southern soul clubs, it became a whisper classic.
Searching for his hand.
A mournful horn section opens the track, followed by Allen's trembling voice, raw, aching, unmistakably real. It's the sound of love slipping through your fingers at 2 a.m.
Then my heart cried, oh.
Tears still fresh from a breakup. Despite the beauty of this track, Allen vanished from the music scene. Her voice preserved only on dusty 45s and late-night soul playlists.
Love you so. Love you so.
If you've ever cried alone in the kitchen, this song is your soundtrack. And from tears to twirls, we're stepping up the tempo next. Number 8, Soul Finger by the Barkays, a funky debut before tragedy struck. Before they became Otis Redding's backing band, the Barkays exploded onto the scene with this joyous instrumental. Released on Stax Records, Soul Finger was a teen anthem, whistles, horns, and raw groove. It hit number 3 on the R&B chart and crossed over to the Pop Top 20. But behind the fun was a somber fate. Later that year, 4 members of the band tragically died in the same plane crash that killed Redding. That's what makes Soul Finger so haunting. Its youthful energy now echoes with what could have been. You can picture kids at a backyard party. Twisting to that horn line, blissfully unaware of what lay ahead. Though the Barkays would reform with new members, this early burst remains their only big hit with the original lineup. The joy in this track, it's eternal, but the next entry brings it back down to a slow, smoky sway. Number 7, Love is Strange by Peaches and Herb, the duet that started it all. In 1967, Peaches and Herb debuted with a cover of Mickey and Sylvia's 1956 classic, Love is Strange. Their version breathed new life into the flirtatious back and forth, lacing it with lush orchestration and silky harmonies. Herb fame had just been plucked from a Washington, D.C. record store. Peaches was Francine Barker, a D.C. singer with gospel roots. Together they had magic, but only this song would chart during that era. It became a modest R&B hit, but the original Peaches left the act shortly after.
I got to hear you now.
Their sound, smooth as satin sheets, perfect for late-night slow dances or teenage daydreams. Though the name Peaches and Herb would return in the late 70s with the new Peaches, this single is the tender spark that started it all. Feeling the chemistry? You'll want to stick around. Our halfway point is a stone-cold stunner. Number 6, Nothing Takes the Place of You by Toussaint McCall. Heartbreak in velvet tones.
Nothing takes the place of you.
Recorded on the Tiny Ron label in Shreveport, Louisiana, Toussaint McCall's lone hit was a slow, aching ballad drenched in organ and longing.
And oh, my darling.
McCall was no showman, just a soft-spoken man with a baritone that could melt through stone. When Nothing Takes the Place of You hit the airwaves, lovers everywhere put down their quarrels and leaned in.
I write this letter.
The organ hums like a church at dusk, and McCall delivers every line like it's his last confession. It only reached number 5 on the R&B chart, but it carved a permanent place in the soul canon. Quentin Tarantino even used it decades later in Hateful Eight.
Because without you.
After this, McCall never charted again, but who needs quantity when you have this kind of quality? If these classics from 1967 are bringing back memories, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep the soul alive.
I'm so blue.
And stick around. We've still got 5 more timeless tracks to come, including a protest anthem and one of the wildest soul screamers ever put on wax. Number 5, I'm Gonna Miss You by the Artistics. Harmony Heartbreak from the Windy City. Out of Chicago's OK Records came the Artistics, a harmony group riding the edge of the soul and doo-wop era. I'm Gonna Miss You was their one true breakout hit, touching number 9 on the R&B chart. The song's opening guitar riff is like the wind blowing through a city alley, setting the stage for lead singer Marvin Smith's bittersweet goodbye. It's got that Curtis Mayfield flavor. No surprise, since Mayfield had worked with the group in their early days. The song struck a nerve with high school sweethearts and GIS heading overseas. You can almost see the handwritten letters and shared jukebox moments. Though the Artistics never hit those heights again, this song remains a staple of Northern Soul dance floors and deep-cut radio shows. If that was Soft Goodbye Soul, what comes next is Pure Resistance. Number 4, Compared to What by Les McCann and Eddie Harris. Jazz funk protest done right.
Compared to what? Come on, baby.
Originally recorded by Gene McDaniels, it was pianist Les McCann and saxman Eddie Harris. who turned this into a funky protest anthem during the 1967 live performance at the Montreux Jazz Festival. The version became a surprise hit, even without major label muscle.
I love the lie and lie the love. I'm hanging on, we pushing.
Over a breakbeat drum groove and fat Fender Rhodes chords, McCann's raspy voice cuts through with righteous fury. The president, he's got his war. It was Vietnam, civil rights, political heat, everything rolled into one performance.
Folks don't know just what it's for. Nobody gives us a...
This track felt dangerous at the time, like something you'd hear in a smoky underground club in Harlem, fists pumping in rhythm. Despite its impact, neither McCann nor Harris would ever replicate the chart's success.
Where's that bee and where's that honey? Where's my...
But this song influenced everyone from Marvin Gaye to Gil Scott-Heron. Next up, a soul screamer who left his lungs on the studio floor. Number 3, The Love I Lost by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. The one that almost didn't happen.
The love I lost was a...
Technically recorded in 1967 but shelved until later. The original demo of The Love I Lost featured Teddy Pendergrass pouring everything he had into a track gamble.
Take a good look at me. I'm in misery.
And Huff weren't sure about. Pendergrass wasn't even supposed to sing lead. He just stepped in and owned it. The emotional urgency in his voice turned a decent track into a future soul classic. Though the polished version would explode in 1973, this early version circulated quietly in R&B DJ circles during '67, showing what could have been. You can hear the hunger, the growl, the sweat. It's almost too raw, and that's why it sticks with you. A hidden version, a hidden talent, and a song that hinted at what soul would soon become. Next, a one-hit wonder with a scream that could shatter glass. Number 2, The Duck by Jackie Lee, the dance craze that dipped and vanished. Jackie Lee, real name Earl Nelson, gave the world The Duck, a funky little number that slid up to number 4 on the R&B chart.
Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby.
Backed by Motown session legends, the song had a bounce perfect for sock hops and backyard BBQs. It rode the wave of novelty dances like the jerk and the monkey, and for a moment, doing the duck was the move. Lee's falsetto yelps and sharp horns make it irresistible even today. But lightning didn't strike twice. Lee couldn't follow it up, and the duck faded into dance floor history. Still, cue this up and it's instant nostalgia. Shiny shoes, slick hair, and Saturday Night Soul. But trust me, nothing will prepare you for what's coming at number 1. Number 1, Tell It Like It Is by Aaron Neville. A voice like molasses on Heartbreak.
Tell it like it is.
In 1967, Aaron Neville had a voice unlike anything on the airwaves. Soft, trembling, full of ache.
I believe you love me, but I'm not your little boy.
Tell It Like It Is, released on the Tiny Parlo label, went to number 1 on the R&B chart and number 2 on the Hot 100. But Neville wouldn't chart again for 2 decades. Still,
So long, so long, so long, so long.
that voice, so vulnerable, so rich, left a mark that lasted well beyond chart numbers. The song became a slow dance staple, a favorite for wedding bands, and a late-night radio regular.
I know deep down inside me, oh, I believe.
You can almost see the spinning turntable, hear the static hum, and feel someone's arms wrapped around you just a little tighter. Neville would return in the 80s with the Neville Brothers, but Tell It Like It Is remains his forever moment in the solo spotlight. And what a moment it was. From gospel grit to dance-crazed joy, these forgotten one-hit R&B wonders from 1967 remind us that even a single song can echo across decades. Thanks for joining us on this Soul Stroll. Subscribe to keep the groove alive and never miss our next countdown. Up next, 10 forgotten one-hit R&B wonders from 1969. Click it, and let's keep the rhythm rolling.